We're trying to give you a sense of sincerity here, the sincerity of these people. Ibn al-Haddad's blind. So khalas, everything composed, usually composed through inspiration. Like, again, something we don't get because many of us are not inspired, that these people, that poetry is one of the greatest ways to untap the hidden spirit inside of a human being. So, what I mean, inspired, that khalas, it opens up, the whole thing comes out. The best poets in history were what we'll call in modern language, freestyle. But freestyle is low. Inspired is high. You know what I mean? It all come out one time. Not like you have to think, oh no, they changed that to that, throw that out there. No matter what level of poetry you take it. Some of them, like if you go into rap music, you say the greatest rappers ever, that's what they say now. Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z, they said never use paper in their life. Everything they ever wrote, just freestyle there, every song they ever wrote. Now that's high. Don't never demean that. That's high. But when you go to Ashab al-Mu'allaqat, the great 7 poets or 10 poets of Arabia, every one of them were freestyle. Not composed. On the spot. They came out with verses that explain religion in its entirety. Explain kufr in its entirety. That's inspired. You get it? Where's the inspiration of Imam al-Haddad? Imam al-Haddad, rahimahullah ta'ala, 2 things. First thing, it would come out. Imam al-Haddad, rahimahullah ta'ala, khalas, what he would do, would come out one time inspired. Now he wants to test whether it's from Allah. And there's one poet, it was a Western poet who said this, he really grabbed the faqir. There was a woman, it was an American poetess, and she would say that she could feel the inspiration coming. Like a gust from the divine, the inspiration coming. And she said once she was playing in the fields, and she could feel the winds of inspiration being stirred. And then she said every time it come, she would run to the house for pen and paper. So she'd run into the house with the winds coming after her. And she'd get to the house, the wind would arrive, and she'd write down the entire poem. And that's spiritual, eh? So on one occasion, she's inside of the field. So she feels the wind coming. Then she runs to the house, and the wind's coming after her. And as she gets to the house, the wind passes. She takes her pen and paper, runs out after the wind, starts writing. The entire poem comes out backwards. Can you imagine that? Now, how do you explain phenomena such as that? I mean, that's inspiration. Haddad, rahimahullah ta'ala, he said he would test his sincerity. How? He would take the poem, leave it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Then, khalas, he would recite it once again. If one harf was different, he said it's not for Allah ta'ala. Why does he say that? أَمَّا مَا يَنْفَعَ النَّاسِ فَيَمْكُثْ فِي الْأَرْضِ. As for that which benefits people, Allah ta'ala says, due to their sincerity, it remains on the face of the earth. You get the point? If it doesn't remain, even a harf, Allah ta'ala don't want it. Then some of his students, khalas, once he's tested it now that it's remained, then he dictates it to his students. Then some of his students will say, Ya Sayyidi, oh my master, some of the verses of your poetry here, لا يوافق قواعد اللغة العربية, that they're not in agreement with the rules of the Arabic language, or sometimes the rules of prosody. نغير لك, Ya Sayyidi, shall we just change it subtly so that it's all according to the rules of Arabic grammar? He says, لا, خلاص اترك على حاله, leave it as it is. He said, because that which comes out due to sincerity should never be altered.